Hi, I'm David from Your Golf Travel, part of the tournament and events team. We're going to talk to you today about the majors and the Ryder Cup from this year.
I'm Dan from Your Golf Travel also, yes, head up the tournament events team, and we're looking forward to talking to you about the majors from this year.
Yeah, it was a good year, I think, for
Very good year.
For the majors and the Ryder Cup, and more team golf, obviously with the Solheim as well.
Yeah, I think it was a really top year. Lots of people travelled with us this year. I think I calculated over 1,500 people travelled with Your Golf Travel to 4 major tournaments this year, so a really successful year.
That's great, isn't it? Giving these people the opportunity to go to something that perhaps they might not have been able to, just as your Joe Blogs on the street, we give people the opportunity to do that kind of thing.
It still surprises me how many people don't know that you can get to these tournaments.
Yeah.
And once you start speaking to them on the phone and they didn't realise that they were able to do a bucket list trip like the Masters, it's just that enlightening moment for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. So what would you say your favourite major of the year is? Obviously there's the 4.
Yes. Can I include the Solheim Cup and Ryder Cup?
No, we'll talk about that. No, we'll just do majors. We'll go to team golf.
Okay. I think my top major of the year, it always flitters between the two. It's either the Masters or the Open. But I think this year, I don't want to sound out of order to Brian Harman, it just lacked excitement.
I think the weather didn't help as well, didn't it? It was pretty grim up there.
Yeah. And
I don't think we saw Royal Liverpool in its best light.
I agree.
And it turned into a one-horse race.
Yeah, very early as well.
Very early.
Friday morning, I think you were saying he's won.
Yeah, it was done. It was a shame because I thought Fleetwood might have been able to chase him down.
Yeah.
I really did, but it was the same. It had Port Rush feels about it with Lowry. The rain came in.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so. For that reason, I think the Masters is probably my favourite of 2023. Rahm winning, getting the green jacket, following the footsteps of Seve, Olazabal. I think it's a special moment. Garcia. I think Rahm winning the Masters was probably my favourite major of the year. Was the Masters.
I always have the Masters and more Augusta National as my favourite tournament of the year.
Yeah.
One thing that I really looked forward to was actually seeing LACC in the US Open.
Yeah.
Because it was never hosted there before. It's the first time for
private.
It's super private. Us mere mortals. Really get a good chance to see something like LACC on the TV. That was something I was super looking forward to.
Yeah.
But it's always the Masters. Favourite major of the year, always the Masters.
Yeah. The Open sometimes, but it's got to be a really good Open.
Yeah, like St Andrews.
Yeah. That's
probably the only thing that maybe comes close.
Yeah.
And then, we've mentioned they're our favourite major. What was your favourite moment? So I've got a couple.
Have you?
I've got a couple in mind, and you've mentioned one of them already. I know you haven't actually. That's the question for later on.
Okay.
I've got 2.
Okay. Well, I mean, my favourite moment of the majors is hearing the stories of people that have been for the first time.
It's the most special thing I've done.
Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome. From the first minute we turned up here, the whole of the staff made sure that everything's arranged.
So I have absolutely been extremely pleased with everyone. They've been super nice, very gracious, and have absolutely catered to every need that we have here.
It was a fantastic time. Thoroughly enjoyed the course and thoroughly enjoyed the hospitality.
No, it was great. Well organised, everything went to plan. Left when we planned, arrived when we planned. Hotel, coordination, fantastic.
We're lucky enough to attend a lot of golf tournaments. And yes, maybe we go in for half a day here, half a day there, but actually hearing about people's experiences, they've gone into Augusta National for the first time. I know what that feels like. I know how special that is for me. So hearing someone else's version of that,
their version of it
kind of makes it for me.
It's pretty cool.
Yours?
I think my favourite moment of all the majors was Blocky's hole-in-one when he was playing Rory at the US Open.
Yeah. We talked about that upstairs.
Yeah, I think that's someone that has done so well on the mini tours. He doesn't hit it very far. Rory was banging it past him with basically everything in the bag. Blocky's hole-in-one at LACC was pretty cool. I also really enjoyed Brooks winning.
Was it third PGA?
No, third. Yeah, he's got 3 of them and 2 US Opens.
Yeah.
But Brooks winning.
Yeah. It was
going to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
A live player was going to win.
Yeah.
And
probably dare I say it, one of the best live players.
Yeah, I thought Cam Smith might have run it a bit closer this year than he had.
Yeah.
But yeah, Brooks winning, I thought that was epic.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It obviously meant a lot to him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Arguably more than
probably more to Greg Norman.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
So that kind of rounds off the majors. And when major season finishes, we get these amazing team events.
Yeah. Well, this year was even more special, wasn't it?
It will never happen again.
Yeah.
It will never happen again where you've got Solheim, Ryder back to back.
Yeah. I know, and I'm glad it doesn't.
And yeah, I'm sure there's a couple of people within these walls that are quite happy that it won't happen again. But think of Corzan, I've been fortunate enough to play it a few times, and I've said it a few times in the office. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
And those girls have made it look like super easy.
Yeah, they were fantastic. I think the Solheim Cup for me, having been there and been to the Ryder Cup, it's, dare I say, got a long way to go, but it's making strides to becoming one of the big events that people want to go to, and that's fantastic for women's sport. I do think of course Sam from I'm going to sound, go into the work side of it here, from an operational, logistical piece. Maybe it wasn't the best venue in the world to choose, but it was a great spectacle. It looked great on TV.
It did look good.
It sold the area well.
I think round the golf course is where they struggled the most, wasn't it? I think part of the reason why they picked somewhere like Finca Corzan is a bit like why they picked somewhere like Marco Simone or Le Golf National for the Ryder Cup. It's away from big town. You can get loads of people to it.
Yeah.
But the logistics around getting people around the golf course was maybe a bit lacking. Like it's a buggy only golf course.
Yeah, so you can see why.
Yeah, absolutely. There's some big walks. But what I was most interested in is that they made the first hole, the fourth, that drivable par 4, and that really didn't work for Europeans.
Yeah.
I sort of lost track of how many times that the Americans were holding birdie putts and going on to the second one up.
But I sat on the first tee for one of the sessions, and I think every European player laid up.
Wow.
Which I thought was quite interesting, really. Yeah, a layup to a pretty drivable par 4 for everyone in the field.
Yeah, everyone was going for it eventually.
All the US team went for it. But it was maybe just a strategy that didn't seem to work.
They've obviously spoken about it,
haven't they? And I think so.
Suzanne is now one of our ambassadors, which is incredible.
Great news.
But she would have had chats with everyone.
Yeah.
There's not very many women in golf that are more experienced in the Solheim Cup than she is.
Yeah, it's a
So
strategy.
they'd have had a lot of chats about the first hole, and they get a big input in how it's set up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm sure that she's had conversations with the organisers of the Solheim Cup to say, right, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Because there's not a big space for a grandstand behind the tee.
No.
So it wasn't for that.
No.
It's got to be another reason why they moved it.
Yeah, it was quite a severe drop, actually, straight from where the grandstands were to the tee. Then you look straight down again.
Oh, it's super
elevation
steep,
was huge, and it was, funnily enough, quite far away from the entrance as well.
Yeah, it's miles
going
away. You go under the bridge.
Yeah.
Under the road, and the main highway that goes back and through past things.
An interesting setup.
I think it's great though that it's been in Spain. Obviously, it's hosted the Ryder Cup in that area with Valderrama.
Yeah.
It's good that now they've not so much ticked it off, but it's good that that area has had the Ryder Cup and the Solheim Cup.
And Holland this year, the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Literally a stone's throw from the UK. I think we're going to see a lot of fans there in 2026. I'm talking about the wrong Solheim Cup.
So next year's in America. Now, team golf retained the Solheim.
Yeah.
Took a battering at Whistling Straits.
Yeah.
Luke and his boys rolled into Rome on their chariots.
Let's
get all the cliches in.
Yeah.
We weren't sure if the roads were going to be finished for them to roll in on.
Yeah, we had a bit of prior knowledge and prior insight into the logistics of things that were going down in Italy, and it caused a few concerns. But what a credit where credit's due, that place was ready.
It was bad.
And it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I think that's the best sporting event I've been to for atmosphere.
Possibly, yeah. I'm not far behind there.
Like this year, I've been really fortunate. Wimbledon, FA Cup final, the Open, the Masters, Ryder Cup. I've been to the European Championships when they're over in France.
Yeah.
I've done a fair few sporting events, but the atmosphere there was incredible.
That first
tee was a joke. It was so good.
It was. And obviously Luke's been named the captain for next year. 2025 already.
Why not?
If it ain't broke.
Why not?
That's how I completely agree with what you said. The whole setup at Marco Simone was just perfect. The huge screen and stage as you walked in. Massive shop. I don't think I've seen a shop that size before.
It was brilliant.
Vast. And then, the first tee atmosphere, just the crowds in and around the golf itself, just such a good viewing course.
Yeah. So when it was on the TV for the Italian Open, I'll be completely honest, I didn't think it looked that great. Now, I think it's down to the cameras.
Yeah.
I wonder if, because it's the Ryder Cup, they've got 500 cameras, whereas Sky Sports doing it for the European Tour maybe had 50.
Yeah.
And it gives you a completely different look to it.
And also,
it was amazing.
And when you line the first fairway with a huge hospitality unit. Hospitality units on 5-6 of the holes. It just creates a different atmosphere.
A real theatre.
Yeah, you had the tee, the huge stand, the first hospitality. Literally 50 yards away, you had the 7th par 3 down the hill. Another hospitality, so you could see 2-3 holes from one space.
I thought from where the first was, there was a real good group of holes there. Because to the right of the first, you had the drivable 16.
Yeah.
And then you've got people going into the back nine, you've got people in the middle of their front nine.
Yeah.
That first green was almost like the heartbeat of the whole golf course.
Yeah. Yeah, you had 8th tee, 9th green, 7th.
Yeah.
It was all there. And it was, like you say, it was easy to get from one group to another.
Yeah.
Especially around that kind of critical time.
As soon as you go over the first green, like you're in the middle of the golf course.
Yeah.
There's so many holes there. It was only 8 and 9, wasn't it, that were the other side of the first?
Yeah.
Which didn't see a lot of love. Like we sat there for an hour or so. There's hardly anyone there.
Yeah.
Like we were on the ropes.
Well, down at the 8th green, that was quite a walk to get there, so you had to really want to go down there. But yeah, fantastic course.
It was mega, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now,
I've picked out my Ryder Cup moment, and it was on the first day.
Yeah.
From the first group.
Yeah.
And it was the 5th shot of the Ryder Cup. And that was Hovland chipping in. So Hovland was playing with Ludwig.
Yeah.
Ryder Cup rookie. He's banged one down the middle. Ludwig's in the fairway. He's missed the green, thinking, oh God, nerves. And then Hovland's hold that
chipped in,
ridiculous
all
chip.
the pressure off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
I just thought that was it's done. That's one.
Yeah.
Put the name on the trophy now.
Yeah, I don't really have I think the moment that stood out for me was just the atmosphere on the first. It wasn't anyone winning a game in particular, although, I really liked the shot, actually. The shot of the tournament for me, or the match for me, was when Rory hit that chip on the par 3 and just stopped it. And even the players.
Yeah, looking at it like, oh my God.
Oh my God. So this guy is another level.
Yeah. That was before it kicked off, wasn't it?
Yeah,
in the car park with Joe LaCava. So that's against Cantlay. Was he with Zander?
Yeah, no, he was paired with Zander at least once that week, so it might have been. But what a shot that was. But just the atmosphere in general, the first tee, being lucky enough to witness it.
Yeah.
It's like being in a football stadium and your team has just scored a 90th minute winner.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's, incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Recommended to anyone.
It was a good week, wasn't it? I think the weather helped.
Yeah.
Like it was almost too hot.
It's 30 plus, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think that definitely helped with the party atmosphere, so to speak.
Yeah, and I think Beth Page, New York,
it's going to be carnage.
Big sports fans, not necessarily nice either. I think it's going to have that real edge, that real sports rivalry edge to it, which is what a lot of us like sports for. It's going to be exciting, competitive, just brilliant.
Tiger's captain?
Maybe.
Oh, he's got to be, isn't he?
Well, we'll find out in the next couple of months.
Yeah,
it's December 2023.
Yeah, it can't be long.
A month or two, maybe.
But
Yeah, I mean,
who else?
He flew out to, we saw his jet land in Italy, didn't we? It's like, what's Tiger doing here? It's got nothing to do with it.
I think it will be him.
Yeah.
I think it will be. I just don't think there's anyone else.
Yeah.
Because like Mickelson has burnt all of his bridges. And he's of that age where
you consider him.
Yeah. Well, he can't be much older than Zach Johnson. Like Zach Johnson's not going to get a go again.
No.
That's him done.
Yeah.
It's got to be Tiger.
He's the kind of
Couples?
go-to.
He was advice, wasn't he?
I don't think so.
Or
Trying to think who else might be.
Stricker, will he get another go?
I think they need a big personality.
Yeah, I also think Stricker got lucky at Whistling Straits. It was the perfect storm.
Yeah, it was. No fans.
European fans.
Yes.
Hardly anyone had been over to the States to play golf on the tours. They all sort of stuck to their home.
Yeah.
Apart from like Rory's and Rahm's. They settled over in the States, but that was the perfect storm for me, and that's part and parcel why they did get a bit of a slapping.
Yeah, I think Tiger Woods is a good shout.
Best golfer of the year. I've got mine. It didn't take long to think of, to be fair.
Okay.
I'm not his biggest fan.
Yeah.
Jon Rahm.
Okay. Why?
Won a major.
Yeah.
He played all 5, did he, at Ryder Cup? He did play all 5, didn't he?
No, I think he
No,
sat
he didn't.
out.
He sat out one afternoon.
Yeah.
Played well in the Ryder Cup, won a major, winning at Augusta. He dealt with the weather delay.
Yeah.
Where sometimes he is quite emotional.
Yeah.
You'd have thought that perhaps the weather delay isn't going to play into his hands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going Jon Rahm.
Okay.
He's just so good, isn't he?
He's incredible player. I've gone for Victor Hovland.
Won the Tour Championship.
FedEx Cup, young age, so consistent.
Yeah, he's
Always
improved
up
all the
there.
bits that he needed to improve, isn't he? Like his chipping, he's improved that.
He's just a likeable character as well. I think 2024 we see Victor Hovland take home a major. Which one? I'm not sure, but I think he's got the game. I think he's got the attitude. I think he's got that. But other players fear him now.
Yeah,
he's
definitely.
won enough. You see Victor's name at the top of the leaderboard, like Rory did for a long time. You see his name at the top of a leaderboard, and you think he's hunting me down.
And he'd only won like smaller events, hadn't he? He'd won like almost like opposite field events, but now he's won some serious golf tournaments.
Yeah, and he's got the game.
You know, Ryder Cup, he was amazing.
Yeah.
So for someone his age, playing his second Ryder Cup, to put him with a rookie.
With the rookie as the experienced player. He just showcased his skills and ability brilliantly at the Ryder Cup, I think.
No, I can't disagree with Hovland. Yeah, he needs to win a major.
I already know the answer to this one. Best newcomer of the year.
Well, there can only really be 2.
Yes, agreed.
One of them won on their debut.
Yeah.
And is an absolute killer.
Yeah.
Rojang.
But didn't have the most spectacular Solheim Cup.
Yeah, it was questionable. But it's lovely. It's got to be. He's so good. It's criminal how good he is.
So what have we got? We've got a PGA Tour win.
Yeah, he won the other week.
Yeah. DP
like
World
a
Tour.
Gazillion under. Won at Cran-sur-Sierre, difficult place to play.
Yeah.
With
And
the altitude.
one of the biggest, if not the biggest, winning margin.
Winning margin with Hovland. Was it Scheffler and
Ryder Cup? 9 and 7.
They smashed them up.
You don't win 9 and 7.
No, it's ridiculous. It was Brooks and Scheffler.
Phenomenal.
And he's just now tipped over the balance where his rounds count towards strokes gained.
Right, and he's first in everything.
Not first, but he's like top 5 in everything.
Yeah. I can't disagree there. As newcomers go, as rookies come and go, he's the best.
He looked different.
Yeah.
He looked
a class
the way he swings it, the way he hits it. It doesn't look like it's ever going to be in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an easy one, really.
Yeah.
I think.
Ludwig Evo.
Yeah.
What a boy. Major next year.
You play a lot of golf yourself?
I try to, yeah. But it's not always good.
Well, I know all about bad golf, trust me. But we've been fortunate to play a few good courses this year.
Yeah, we're really lucky. I had a lovely trip over to Northern Ireland in August.
Very nice.
A good time to go. Now, if anyone's looking for a golf tour, Northern Ireland is fantastic. We've got a team that deal with those kind of areas, whether it's Northern Ireland, Republic of Ireland, Scotland, these tours where you dot about and play a load of other different courses, but the jewel in that crown that I played was Royal Port Rush.
Yeah.
It was sensational.
2025 Open Championship venue.
Yeah.
On sale. On sale now.
Yeah, we can get you over there. That's not a problem. And walking that course, obviously it's much easier when you walk down the fairways than walking around the terrain. But that golf course is fantastic for viewing because of the dunes.
Yeah, it's.
But as a course, it is so good.
Really?
So good. We played Raw. No, he's not Raw. Sorry, it's Port Stewart. So just the other side of town. And Port Stewart is amazing.
Yeah.
But Port Rush is
Next level.
It's just brilliant.
I'm looking forward to visiting.
What was your course of the year?
I think it was a couple of weeks ago when we were hosted down at Royal St George's.
That was nice.
We got lucky with the weather, mid-November,
Sunshine.
10 degrees, sunshine, a little bit cold, a little bit windy, but nothing bad.
It's what you expect from links.
Perfect, and
Yeah.
it was just fun. It was a test. It was a beautiful golf course, and just really, really good. And I actually like links golf. I think it's
It's
my
it's
favourite
more pure form of golf for me.
So you have to be a bit creative, and you can, bump and run it up the greens and stuff, and really just play whatever shot you think's necessary at the time.
Yeah.
You've
You've got to react to the terrain, haven't you? I think
Exactly.
it's probably the best way to put it with links.
Yeah, that would be up there for me. My number
Yeah, it was a
one.
good day. It was a good day. The lunch is always a delight down at
Yes,
Sandwich.
it is. Yeah.
Down at Sandwich, yeah, it's always good.
So next year, 2024, have you got anything lined up yet? Are there any courses that you're 100% in for and looking forward to?
Number one, I've got a couple. Number one is Comporta Junas. So just south of Lisbon, near Troia. Troya's one of my favourites. New course.
Yeah.
Looks epic. It looks like Pinehurst.
Nice.
So we're going to try and do that at the beginning of March. And then I've got a little trip up to Scotland in August with some mates.
Yeah.
Really, really looking forward to playing North Berwick.
North Berwick.
A lot of template holes
Yeah.
there, so there's a lot of holes that have been picked up and moved elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, North Berwick for me. I know a load of people that have played it that have said that's their favourite course. It is top 100 in the world, so it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's as a new course, Comporta for sure. But as a one that I'm really looking forward to, is North Berwick.
Nice. Well, mine for next year as well, fingers crossed it comes off, is the Ailsa at Turnberry. I've been fortunate enough to play it before.
Yeah, it's good.
But that makes me even more excited to play it again because I know how good it is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So we're going to go up, do a site visit of Troon, have a little look at some hotels around there for this year's Open Championship, meet the contacts there, and head over to Turnberry for a round.
Just down the road, isn't it? From Troon,
Yeah.
what, 20 minutes away? Something like that? 20 minutes, half an hour?
maybe half hour. But yeah, fantastic golf course, the iconic lighthouse at the turn.
Brilliant.
Best halfway hut I've ever been to.
So that's 2023.
2023 wrapped, a fantastic year, some brilliant events, lots of clients to lots of amazing, incredible tournaments and events. And more to come in 2024, looking forward to it.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Head over to yourgolftravel.com, look at the tournaments page and get yourself booked for next year.